Hello everyone, thanks for listening our presentation. I am Chen, and these are my group members Yuxin, Zitong, and Yuguo. Today we will introduce about the Infinity Aircraft Diversity Management. The first part is introduction. Diversity management is a management decision to improve the organization using different types of human resources. In the context of economic globalization, the obstacle to the cross-border movement of business and personnel have gradually become smaller. The situation has led to an increased diversity of gender ethnicity, religion, age, culture, and many other aspects of a corporate personnel. Therefore, a single factor management model can no longer meet the needs of a multinational enterprise. Thus, diversity management is widely used in various industries. As a multinational airline, Infinity Aircraft has a wide range of business around the world. However, Infinity Aircraft has a lot of questions about the diversity management, which have already begun to affect the normal production of the company. How to effect and cooperate for employees who have different cultural background has become a serious challenge for any multinational enterprise. In the context of the economic globalization, this presentation will specifically analyze the problem of diversity management within Infinity Aircraft and propose a specific solution.
First of all, the HR managers and the headquarters need to recognize the importance and the benefits of vaccine investment among workforce within the organization by themselves, not only including allowing age gap inside the workplace, but including hiring intelligent disabled workers. The diversity management can affect the organization performance indirectly, benefiting to employees' environment and the community with the organization. As human capital is a key competitive advantage within the organization, the main task of the HR manager is to recognize the strategic weakness of each employee and motivate their plan to improve organizational performance. For example, in terms of the senior group, although their physical condition is not as good as the younger generation, the experience and skills can be considered as a treasure to the organization. If the organization is willing to recruit serious workers or disabled candidates, employees will processing and response from the organization, which can create the sense of the belonging, social identity, and in turn making more contribution to the organization. Besides, the repression of the organization can be improved because of the recognition of the disadvantaged group in society. Therefore, recalling the importance of evangelism among the HR department and the headquarters is the key method to solve the problems. Secondly, the organization should recruit and select candidates based on capability or potential. Traditionally, HR managers will firstly select candidates through results and the average interviews. However, the questions related with disability and illness are normally concluding during the online application, which can be considered as dismissing themselves. Therefore, the companies should remove those questions in case the physical condition will influence the sensible judgment about the candidates to provide equal opportunities to them. Besides, during the interview process, managers should focus more on their experience and promotion instead of application and education level. Therefore, competitive equal requirements and the selection process need to be created within the organization. Last but not least, decrease discrimination within the recruitment process cannot be dependent on the companies themselves. Using social force to regulate the organization is another method to reduce recruitment discrimination and increase diversity within the organization. Allowing laws or placed by governments that encourage companies to recruit the disadvantaged groups and pushing those who neglect the application from the groups on performance or motorize the company's performance by non-profit organizations should be considered. By force or surveillance through the outside groups can be beneficial to create completely equally different progressives.
This company's second problem in diversity management is the lack of understanding between employees. There are two reasons to form this problem. The first is human resources of Infinity Aircraft Company don't consider how perceive each employee. Roger Cairns believes that companies need to strengthen employee relationship management and improve employee satisfaction so that they can get sufficient benefits and development. The most important factor that affects employee relationships is communication. It is an important aspect of communication, company culture, to establish positive employee relationships to attract and retain good employees, and establish harmonious employee relationships. The second reason is Infinity Aircraft Company is a diversity company that built and sold aircraft in 50 countries and employees from all over the world. Employees in different countries have different cultures, and as diversity depends, some people may be isolated, and interpersonal conflict between different groups will have a negative impact on the organization. Some employees are resistant to diversity management. The diversity management of human resources can effectively avoid the disadvantages by diversity and play a positive role in diversity. Manager communications with employees to let them know the mind of managers. The exchange of different cultures between employees can not only understand their own culture, but also understand the culture of the others, thus expanding each person's cultural resources. We understand how to improve employees' communication from two aspects. Managers need to create an atmosphere of mutual respect and building trust with subordinates. For create an atmosphere of mutual respect, create an inclusive corporate culture, integrate the principle of organizational fairness into the organizational diversity management practice, and eliminate discrimination in the organization. For building trust with subordinates, different cultural backgrounds have different festivals. Managers can give employees benefits on specific holidays, increase the sense of belonging of employees, a positive working environment between supervisors and subordinates, good job performance, and high employee satisfaction. Here, we list 3 activities to improve communication between employees in a diverse company. The first one is increase opportunities for employee contact. Regular staff networking activities such as basketball games, badminton games, travel together, and so on. The second one is establish an interest group within the company. The company can organize employees with the same interests to create an interest group. Within the group, employees can share their experience of the activity to gain an understanding of other employees. Companies can pay a part of the fee to set the interest groups. The last one is the regular held exchange activities. Companies should value communication among members and the benefits of diversity management. Exchanges will allow employees to learn more about each other's culture and religious beliefs. For example, Islamic employees have the curfew during Ramadan, but some people don't understand the custom and stand of their Islamic employee. Through communication, more employees can respect and understand the religion's beliefs of others.
Hello everyone, my name is Yuxin Shen. Now is moving to my part. According to the displays of our team members, we already know the meaning and the situation of the diversity management in the no-name companies. Diversity is important for both employers and employees within the company, as well as outside, because it helps to build a great company reputation and leading to increased profitability and opportunities for workers. Practice can help the company understand and deal with the problems which they have to face. By adopting the best practice, the organization will be the well the proceed to building an inclusive working place that leverage the strengths of all employees. Diversity management can be applied to all aspects of the companies in many ways. The company needs to pay attention to the 3 differences, including the hire differently, manage differently, and promote differently. Pay attention to these 3 differences can reduce most of the diversity issue. For multinational companies, the issue is really easy to happen between the different country. Company need to understand the local culture and the customers. If the company can learn more about to each branch, including the persons inside, it can be the management more conveniently, which is beneficial to the operation and the development to the companies. It is also necessary for employers and the branch officers understand the cultural backgrounds to the hierarchy, which can better understand the companies how to make decisions. This is why most companies ask them to learn about the corporate cultures when they are training the new employees. At the same time, this also can enhance to the loyalty of the employees. Diversity is also important in the working place because it can bring some new idea from different persons. It's really good to improve the problem solving. And they also make the good business sense. Best practice, the organization value the people. All employees believe they can progress if they are qualified, motivated, and working hard. Practice need to meet these conditions to ensure there are no organizational discriminations and the peoples can live in the harmonies. A comprehensive management progress for the developing an environment that's working is all employee. The key of the employees to make the diversity an asset within the organizations. In the companies, creating a good environment for each employee, both employees can and the companies can achieve the better development. The picture shows some benefits of the companies who have the diversity balance in the workplace. Diversity allows these differences to be exposed in the safe and positive environment. This means understand each other's differences and make sure the people can realize and value this difference. People can actively evaluate to the diversity of the community and the workforce. Everyone in organization has the different idea, work, life experience, and the religion and the cultural differences. When we recognize these differences and learn to respect the values in everyone's who are nothing to do with their backgrounds, the power of the diversities can only be released and its benefits can realized. In this case, no name have the three branch in the three different countries: China, Singapore, and Vietnam. No names business around the 50 countries in the whole world. They need to know openness, the diversity build the companies access in the best talent, including allowed to us to engage talent effectively. Together, is a lead to enhance the innovation, creativity, productivities, reputation, and engagement and results.
Thanks for my group members. The above presentation provides several useful methods to infinity aircraft in terms of diversity management. For example, exchanging employee sense of identity and belonging to the company. Based of this, cultivating reserve for the company is the responsibility of the old employees. Standards list the recommendations process of branch offices in China to attract more disabled employees. This may help company achieve corporate social responsibility. We will also enjoy more tax incentives of improve corporate profitability. On the other hand, Infinite Aircraft should take more steps to promote mutual understanding for employees, helping employees understand each other's physical habits and religious beliefs may avoid unnecessary conflicts. At the same time, it can improve work efficiency. The relations of the diversity management has an essential impact on the company's corporate. However, HR management method is not a stake. The management style of enterprise needs to be adjusted constantly according to specific conditions in order to meet the needs of enterprise in the development of economic globalization. Thanks for listening. Next is our group assessment reference.